there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, GM Potter here. Welcome to my channel where I talk about books and bookish things. I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Time with some extra videos sprinkled in here and there, especially in the month of December. I've got some goodies coming up for the end of the month. I am an independent author, an avid reader, and a cat mom of 3, and today I thought we would go over the Merry Spinster. This one is Tales of Everyday Horror, and it's on the book. It says by Mallory Ortberg, but if you look at the listings for the book, it'll actually say Daniel M. Lavery. So we'll get into that too. So, The Merry Spinster is a collection of short fiction, folk horror retellings of classic fairy stories. The first one is The Daughter Cells, and it's a retelling of The Little Mermaid. They're all classic story retellings with a dark and twisty point of view. This book came out in 2018. It is 190 pages in paperback. And let's start with the book blurb. From Daniel M. Lavery comes a collection of darkly mischievous stories based on classic fairy tales. Adapted from his beloved children's stories made horrific series, The Merry Spinster takes up the trademark WTF that endears Lavery to readers of The Toast and his best-selling debuts, Text from Jane Author. The feature that has become among the most popular on the site, with each entry bringing tens of thousands of views as the stories proved perfect vehicle for Lavery's eye for deconstruction and destabilization. Sinister and inviting, familiar and alien, all at the same time, The Merry Spinster updates traditional children's stories and fairy tales with elements of psychological horror, emotional clarity, and a keen sense of feminist mischief. Readers of The Toast will instantly recognize Lavery's boisterous good humor and uber-nerd swagger, and those new to Lavery's Over will enjoy his unique spin on fiction, where something a bit mischievous and unsettling will always lurk just beneath the surface. Unfalteringly faithful to his beloved source material, The Merry Spinster also illuminates the unsuspected and frequently alarming emotional complexities at play in the stories we tell ourselves and each other as we tuck ourselves in for the night. Bedtime will never be the same. The stories in here are The Daughter Cells, The Thankless Child, Fear Not, an Incident Log, The 6 Boy Coffins, The Rabbit, The Merry Spinster, The Wedding Party, Some of Us Have Been Threatening Our Dear Friend Mr. Toad, Cast Your Bread Upon the Waters, The Frog Princess, and Good Fences Make Good Neighbors. I wanted to like this book so much. So much. I picked it up at my local bookstore, and I saw it, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be so good. I love horror. I love horror short stories. I love horror anthologies. Horror is my safe space. If you've been around the channel, you know that. And this book was so utterly disappointing. Overall, it was just okay. For me, it's 3 stars, which is in line with what a lot of other people thought of the book as well. It's currently on Goodreads, got a 3.28 as of filming this. And like the blurb says, it's the same author as Text from Jane Eyre, and I was really looking forward to reading that. And this book put me off that book as well. The best story in the book is The Daughter Cells, which is a retelling of The Little Mermaid that's full of snark. Most of them felt slice of life and kind of pointless. I wasn't getting the humor that's supposed to be there. I wasn't getting the unsettling. They were weird, and I do love weird fiction. It was satire without the bite. It felt like they were trying to be weird and unique and forgot to be engaging. It felt like the stories were just trying to bring something new, trying too hard to bring something new to the text, and it completely forgot that it's supposed to entertain and be enjoyable on some level and all the rest of this, and it just failed on every count. The bit with the author, Mallory Ortberg, is the dead name of Daniel M. Lavery. A few days after this book was published, he came out as trans and has since transitioned. If you look this book up on Goodreads, it'll be, even though the cover image says Mallory Ortberg, it says Daniel M. Lavery. There was a retelling of The Velveteen Rabbit, which is The Rabbit. It is it got rid of all of the emotional depth of the Velveteen Rabbit. The Velveteen Rabbit is one of my favorite stories from when I was a kid, and it makes me cry every time throughout the whole story. Like, I cry when the little kid gets sick, I cry when the rabbit gets thrown away, I cry when it turns into a real rabbit at the end of the story. Like, I just sob every time I reread the Velveteen Rabbit, and you're supposed to. It's supposed to be an emotional gut punch, and that's just gone from the rabbit. Like, it's just it's a murder bunny instead of a bunny that wants to be real and wants to be loved, and the fact that loving something makes it real, even if it's only to that person who loves it. Like, all of it's gone. All of the emotional depth and the whole point of the story is gone. The Frog Princess was not good. Like, it felt pointless, and it felt very slice of life, and the horror aspect of it just felt kind of dumb. The Thankless Child is kind of a gender-fluid society take on Cinderella, but I don't know where the story was trying to go, and it was trying so hard to be different from the source material that it wasn't until later when I was reading the reviews that I'm like, oh, it's Cinderella. Like, I just didn't get that that's the story we were retelling at first. The whole book felt like I was just kind of cramming my head against a wall. Like, I was just head desk the whole time I was reading it. Because, like, even the best one in there is just meh. Like, the Daughter Cells, the Little Mermaid retelling, it's just meh. It's just meh. There's King Lear retellings and The Ladder of Divine Ascent, and, like, it just didn't make a lot of sense. And I was just really, really disappointed by this book. The prose isn't engaging. Like, the storytelling and the syntax and the word choice isn't engaging, and in a lot of places it's actually hard to read because the author is just so loquacious where he doesn't need to be. Like, from the first story. Now and again she had to swim slightly out of her way to avoid the scattered side effects of the shipwreck. Like, that just feels clunky when you read it. It just feels clunky. Like, is it clever? I guess. But it also feels clunky. Like, the whole book just clunks. It's like a car with a square wheel. It just kind of goes, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. Like, it thuds. The Merry Spinster is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it's just not good. It's just not good. Like, Cast Your Bread Upon the Waters was like grandmothers who are in severe need of therapy and possibly being jailed. Like, Good Fences Make Good Neighbors is the same thing as Cast Your Bread Upon the Waters, except this time instead of your grandmother, it's your neighbor. Like, and it's just, this book gave me a headache. It just didn't do it for me. And it was so disappointing because I picked it up. The cover looks great. It's got all this praise on the back from Kelly Link, from Carmen Maria Machado, from Charlie Jane Anders, from Alexander Chee, from John Scalzi gave this praise. Like, if John Scalzi gives his stamp of approval on a book, like, I'm gonna pick it up. But I wonder if he read the same book I did. Like, I really wonder if these people read the same book I did, or if maybe they're just smarter than me. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? Like, am I too dumb for this book? Like, let me know if you've read The Merry Spinster, if you liked it, if you thought it was good. Like, the writing was fine at best. In the best places, it was fine. I just can't with this book. It's going away. Like, I'm not keeping it. I have no wish to keep it. I have no wish to read it again. But let me know if you read it and it spoke to something in you. I would love to know what I'm missing in this book. Because the people who loved it are, like, diehards for this book and for this author. Daniel Lavery has some real rabid fans out there, and I just wonder what I'm missing. So let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.